What's up guys, we're here, we're gonna make a protein shake. I'm gonna show you my recipe for making a delicious protein shake. A lot of people don't like protein shakes. And then I asked them how many of you had. They're like, oh, I've tried this, I've tried that. And they're primarily making it with like water or just like a cup of milk and like mixing it up without ice or a blender or anything else. So I'm gonna show you what I make my protein shakes with and the process. So if you wanna get bigger, not saying that I'm that big, but what I'm saying is if you're trying to build a little muscle or just end up trying some new protein shakes, this is the recipe that I use. So as you see here, I got some peanut butter. This is the all natural peanut butter, Smucker's. As you see, I use some almond milk right here. So with the almond milk, it's not and particularly for flavor or for any health reasons, but I actually learned that the cows end up getting repregnated to produce milk, and I thought that was kind of messed up, so I just switched to almond milk to save the cows. Then right here, I have some apple cider vinegar. I hear that this is good for your immune system, it's good for losing weight, and it helps clean out some of your arteries. So there's a lot of reasons that I use this. I use about 3 capfuls of this whenever I do it. I find 4 is actually too much because that's when you taste it. But if you don't want to taste it and you want to get some apple cider vinegar in, then just 3 capfuls works for me. And then I have my whey protein over here. As you'll see, I do have some pre-workouts over here. This Concept X is absolutely strong. You don't put this in your protein shake. This is for before you work out. But these are a couple pre-workouts that I use. Occasionally I'll do cycles on and off of some creatine, but not all the time. Usually every 3 or 4 months. We're not on one, so there's none for us to use today. But also the last ingredient is ice. As you guys will see here, you just pop it. You see that? You just see how it just pops out. And another thing you can do, you see the bottom, it's like a rubber bottom. You can just pop it out like that. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll add probably about 5 pieces of ice, sometimes 6 depending on how big the pieces of ice come out. All right, and then the next thing I'll add is the almond milk right here. So we're gonna add a little bit of almond milk. And just so you guys know, I didn't introduce you guys to the Magic Bullet. As you guys can see, this is actually only like 40 or 50 bucks at Walmart, and it works really well. Let me tell you guys, like this thing is like phenomenal. On top of that, the next thing that I usually add is this, the apple cider vinegar, so it actually mixes in and doesn't get stuck on the walls. But before you do that, if you guys will notice, you could probably see at the bottom right there, that stuff at the bottom, that's what you want. That's the good stuff that you need. So make sure you give it a good mix up in there. That's where all the nutrients are at. And just like this, ladies and gentlemen, just do a little capful, just like this. So as you guys will see, 1 capful right here. You're gonna do 2. We're dripping, not like the Migos, but we're dripping. Then number 3, here we go. Boom. All right, guys, and the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna add some peanut butter. So I like to add 2 scoops of peanut butter with mine. So as you'll see, this actually might count as 3 with how big my scoops are, but roughly 2 scoops of peanut butter. You can get like Jiffy or whatever else people do, but that's not as good for you as this. If you guys read this, it's primarily like peanuts that they use in here. What does this say? Contains peanuts and salt. If you look at like Jiffy or some of these other companies, they have a lot more than just peanuts and salt. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just peanuts and salt. Then the next thing is the protein. So just so you guys know, I use about 1.5 scoops. That equals about 30 grams of protein, because each scoop is about 20 grams of protein. So this will be 30, and then you add 2 scoops of peanut butter. As you guys can see, this is about 8 grams of protein right there. So with the 2 scoops, as you'll see, this is 2 tablespoons. This would be 8 grams of protein on top of the 30, which will bring you close to 40 grams of protein. Now your body, from what I've heard, I'm no doctor or nutritionist, but from what I've heard, your body can only process up to 40 grams of protein, I think every 3 or 4 hours, something around that nature. So having a protein shake with 40 grams of protein, or 38 grams, whatever it is good enough for what you need. Now if you're just doing this without any peanut butter or without the extra 1/2 scoop, you're only going to get like 20 grams of protein. I highly suggest making your protein shakes with 30 to 40 grams of protein if you're trying to build muscle specifically. Here's 1 scoop right here. A nice 1/2 scoop right here. Sometimes I'll add like bananas or blueberries or something. I'll do that, but not today. And then the last thing that we got to add is the steroids. No, I'm just kidding. But I do have straws. With the straws, these are actually sustainable. I buy these to be economical for these disintegrating on their own, and also it will help the turtles so it doesn't get stuck in the turtles' noses. So always trying to save the cows and the turtles and the earth however I can, you know? Try to do my part. So next thing we'll do, put this cap on here. All right, now that we got this all made, here we go. And put it in your magic bullet. So I like to do it for about 14 to 18 seconds, depending on how much ice is in there, how packed it is. So this, it seems a little bit light with ice, and I didn't fill it all the way up to the top, so we'll probably hit it for around 14, 15 seconds. There you go. So as you guys could hear, you could hear the ice crushing till about maybe 11 seconds roughly, and then it starts to fizzle down to where you don't hear as much ice, and that's how you know it's ready to go. If you do it too much, it's just going to be like liquid. But if you do it to where you just hear it end for maybe another 2 seconds, you don't hear the ice crushing so much, that's when you know you got a nice protein shake. So that's another little hack to make a flavorful protein shake. And I'll show you, and another trick when you're pulling this off, if you like kind of hold it and you don't do it quick, it's going to drip. But if you unscrew it and you go like that, there you go. And of course I tried not to show you it dripping from here, and I spilled it on this side. So I guess I will just go F myself. Let's see how this goes right here. Let's see how this tastes. As you guys can see, spilled to the top. Nice. Yeah, so good. And as you see, I do like nice little crunch, just a little chew with the ice. And that's how I make my protein shakes. I really, really enjoy these. It's almost like getting a milkshake, but it's good for you for the most part. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to write down the tips that I gave you guys, because you guys will be able to drink protein shakes like it's milkshakes and actually see benefits from it. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if you guys hate this video, comment below and let me know how much you hate this video and me. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.